Damn, a teen?
Now to another tragic story, this one out of Northwest Harris County. A teenage girl dies after sleeping in a car overnight. Sheriff Ed Gonzalez saying that carbon monoxide exposure may have been a factor. Detectives say that the girl's mother called 911 and drove her to get help, eventually meeting an ambulance off Highway 249 near Antoine Drive. Orko Mana has been speaking with investigators and joins us now live. Orko.
Well, Sherman, the Harris County Sheriff's Office tells us that the mother and her 15-year-old daughter were inside a car that was parked here in this driveway overnight. The sheriff saying the car was left running as the two fell asleep, and that's why they believe carbon monoxide exposure might have played a role in the teen's death.
Outside?
The sheriff's office says the mother got home from work around 3 a.m. That's when her 15-year-old daughter came outside and got into the car so the two could talk with each other, and they both fell asleep. Harris County Sheriff Ed Gonzalez says the mother and daughter often slept in the car because of their familiarity with it, since until recently they had been homeless and living in the vehicle. It wasn't until a couple hours later when the mother realized something was wrong.
At approximately 5 a.m., the mother woke up, went into the home to wake up a second daughter so they could all go eat breakfast. When they returned to the car, they found the decedent was unresponsive and transported to here where they met EMS.
What?
We saw sheriff's office vehicles and crime scene unit investigators at the Whataburger parking lot off 249 near Antoine Drive. Authorities say the mother was on the way to the hospital when she was told by EMS to meet them by the Whataburger so they could transport the girl to the hospital, where she was pronounced dead. The investigation into what exactly happened is ongoing. The sheriff's office does tell us that there was no signs of trauma on the girl's body, but they're still waiting on the medical examiner for an exact cause of death. Reporting live from Northwest Harris County, the car was...
My spidey sense, first of all, prayers to this family and RIP to this young lady who passed away. But let's get into it now. If that's what happened, the situation already happened, right? The girl has died. So I hope that's the case. If carbon dioxide, something, an accident, is worse, but it's better than the other scenario of somebody killed her, or maybe it's some accidental fentanyl or drug, but that does not seem right. None of that stuff. I guess because then they throw in the park where they were homeless for a while, so maybe they used to sleep in the car. Maybe. But you're telling me that this woman gets home from work. I promise you, I'm doing this respectfully as I can. You telling me that this lady got home from work, 3 a.m, pulls up, tired, sleepy. I've slept in a goddamn car before. For days, weeks, however you want to call it. I've slept in a goddamn car before. I don't know if you become so familiar that you choose to sleep in your car. Like, I thought they were about to say that, like, she pulled in, which I've seen some teens do. They pull in, go in the garage, be playing music and shit in the garage, bumping, the car still going, but now the garage is shut down. It's an enclosed space for the most part. You got the garage door that's going in the house. You got the other door that lifts to let the cars out. They hotboxing carbon monoxide now. So I get that. I thought they were about to say they were in the car. She was in there, fell asleep in the car, and kids do that. I would never do that. Even as a kid, 15, 16, I was aware of carbon monoxide, and I was like, nah, I ain't doing it. Like, even for a little bit, if I go in the garage and something more, I'm like, yo, open that, like, leave the garage cracked or something. And it could still raise the levels. But hey, at least it's a chance that, like, even if you fall down now, like, you got fresh air because you're on the ground and the air rising. So hopefully, I don't know if carbon monoxide go in the air or stay in the ground, how heavy it is. But my point is, they were outside. I've never heard in none of these reports somebody dying of carbon monoxide poison, and they're outside of an enclosed space, like just in the, like, outside. Like, it would disperse so much. Like, it was a leak inside the car, they're saying. So they sat there and slept that the daughter died, but the mother ain't wake up. So you're telling me the mother woke up around 5 and my daughter over there asleep. She dead. Okay, she over there asleep. I don't smell nothing. I ain't drowsy. My head don't hurt. I feel so good, matter of fact. I think we should go get some breakfast. I'm gonna let her sleep in the car. Or maybe the daughter was in the back. Okay, I'm gonna let her sleep. And I'm not saying that this cannot happen. That what they say didn't happen. I'm just telling you my spider sense is going off. She goes to get the other daughter and bring her back. It's almost like she wanted a witness. This is just the I watch too much serial killers and stuff. We react here, so it's just my mind. You tell them you don't wake your daughter up and try, hey, you want to get breath? Hey, you want to get breath? What? What's going on? And then you run in the house, maybe get the other, call an ambulance. I call the ambulance. I want you to know I'm going to the hospital right now. Your sister's in trouble. Let's go. Whatever. You go, you wake up. Don't even try to wake her up and go in the house, get the little sister, and then have her come back to the car. And now, oh my God. But you not, like, there's no effect. Yeah, right there next to each other, but there's no effect of the carbon. At least they didn't report any. We don't know. Maybe she went to the hospital too to get checked out. But that's what you're telling me? That is crazy. That is crazy. Let me read the comments. We got to read the comments, Cave Dwellers. Carbon monoxide would have killed just both, not one. And car parked outside. Nothing makes sense. Oh, yeah. This is why I read the comments afterwards. I don't want them playing with my mind. Doesn't like that one. This happened outside of Chicago where 2 teens fell asleep in the car. They both died. It's difficult to believe the mom didn't die too. Damn. No, not always. Our postmaster died and his wife lived when they used a indoor propane heater. Not always, not necessarily. So, hey, man, we're wrong. It just feels. I was in my car at a drive-thru the other day, and the carbon monoxide fumes from the car in front of me was so bad I began to choke and felt lightheaded. I had to honk my horn to make the car and back up so I could drive off. Damn. Yeah, that's weird. I would think they were so homeless that they wanted to come in. Like, whatever you had to talk about with the daughter was so crazy that she had to stop you from coming in at 3 a.m. Try turning on recirculation mode with the AC. It helps by blocking outside air intake, which also recirculates the air inside your vehicle. That way you prevent yourself from having a smell exhaust fume. Be sure not to be behind a car before turning on the mode, and don't leave that on for too long as a tiny amount of CO can build up. Where else do you park the car? In the dining room? No. Yeah, maybe the daughter was smaller. The math isn't mathing. This makes absolutely no sense. Or they could just say that and then they do an investigation, but that's like, hey, we're just going to say this. We don't want her as a detective to think that we own them to you. And because if the mother just sit there and keep, nope, it wasn't me. She just woke up like that and there's no proof, then you can't do nothing. She could just keep that. But if you think, if she think like they on her side or they just trying to, we don't know what happened. We're just trying to figure out what happened so we can fix it. It don't happen again. This is so crazy. We're sorry. And then she'll just open up. Like, why would you be defensive and not want to tell us? We're just asking you something simple. And they get them to open up. They're going to say, not really. See, I get that in cold weather states, in the car working hard and pumping more, and maybe it's blocked, something blocked off. But it don't look cold. Just for that, yeah, it was leaking into the cabin, I guess. And if it did, then she could sue the shit out of that company. That's another thing. If there was a leak and the car company is like, can they? I guess it depends on maybe how long you had the car, if it's your fault. But I'll sue the shit out of them. Hey, it's possible. Well, anything's possible, right? We ain't stupid. We're in a cave, or we're in a cave. We're cave dwellers because we don't like the outside world. They're all fucking liars. Yeah, we hear the tragedy, but never hear the follow up. It's only gonna be a follow up if something crazy that they just didn't say. If it's something out of the ordinary, that's the only time. If they like confirm that it's carbon, we ain't gonna hear it. They ain't gonna be like, oh, update. Yeah, just let you know it was carbon monoxide poison. Yeah, it's not about like her dying. It's like she ain't have no headache. She ain't wake up a little foggy, or maybe that's why she wanted breakfast. Like she like, oh, you know what? I'm a little foggy. My stomach hurt. Let me go get something. Put something in there. Damn. Houston hurricane or the freeze where either multiple people passed away or the ones that live actually had to go to the hospital for poisoning. Yeah, this is weird. Let me know what y'all think, cave dwellers. I don't know. What y'all think? It's very strange. Everybody's saying, man, it's strange. Like anything can happen. So it's always could be somebody like, it happened. I know somebody. Nurse here, okay. Very highly suspicious. Don't mean it's not possible. Very highly suspicious. I'm definitely not buying the story. Wow, poor daughter. I'll wait for the autopsy. No one, if you were, you would start by saying you work at X hospital, then give your opinion. No, I wouldn't. No, not necessarily in this day and age. I wouldn't give where I worked out on the internet. You crazy? Somebody don't like what you say, so they post, look what she said about them, and she send it to the HR or something. I don't know about that. Yeah, so everybody's saying the same thing. Is multiple people saying that sounds a little fishy. They're not even saying not possible. I'm sure some is, but they're saying that just sounds a little fishy. This calls for more thorough investigation, definitely, right, chat? Let me know. This definitely calls for a more thorough investigation. The police didn't even seem like they believe that. I guess that's the car. Yeah. Yeah, it's not even in good condition. They're like, there's enough holes in here to breathe. It could be something mechanically. I wouldn't doubt it. This car looked the lights out. His light don't got no cover, which I think came through. RIP to this young lady and condolences to the family, the ones that, if this happened, that do love her and that are missing her. But let me know what y'all think, Cave Dwellers.